But now they can't look at it like that. It ain't gonna be nobody working for free. You're gonna be working to get that trash up out the streets, man. They ain't calling it Philly no more. They calling it filthy. Filthy Delphia. And Poe Gillie the kid, allegedly he was out there trying to make a difference and got chased down the street by some New York City rats. The rats leaving New York to go to Philadelphia. I ain't never in my life seen no mess like this in America. And that's why they declaring Philadelphia the dirtiest city in the world. Not just the city, but in the world. And y'all know like I know, when something already nasty, it's only human nature for people to add to the filth. That's why you got so many single mothers out here, multiple baby daddies. Because they figure, hell, I might as well add on to the trash. If you go in a nasty bathroom, the last thing you're trying to do is keep it clean. I mean, for what? Brothers don't be aiming for the toilet bowl when it's already nasty in there. You know what I'm saying? So for the whole city of Philadelphia, people ain't got no respect. Not for their neighbors, not for their neighborhood. It's people out there pulling their thongs to the side and straight taking a dookie in the middle of the street. I mean, why not? It's the nastiest, filthiest city in America as of today. And we got to get to the bottom of this, man. Y'all need to see this. Philadelphia strike hits day 6 as negotiations between the district council administration pause again. It ain't nothing else to talk about. Pay them people so they can come get that trash. This is embarrassing. Everybody in Philadelphia need to be ashamed of this. And it's only getting worse by the second. More trash is being piled up in them streets. It's going to take forever for them to clear this stuff up. No negotiations on Sunday as Philly workers' strikes continues. They need to strike while they working. Go on strike while you picking that trash up. Take that shit out on the office. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. This is a humanitarian effort. They need to bring in the National Guard to come pick up some of this damn trash. Y'all gotta see this, man. Reg, you ain't got it set up? Oh, Lord have mercy.
It's here.
This shit bootleg, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. Brother, get it together, man. This shit raggedy. Y'all listening? Y'all still there? Okay, let's get into this. Oh, get it together, motherfucker. Okay, y'all ready? Here you go.
To Philadelphia now, where with the workers' strike ongoing, garbage piling up as huge crowds pack the city for Independence Day, and headliners, including LL Cool J, pulling out of big performances in solidarity. ABC's Olivia Rubin joins us now with more. Good morning, Olivia.
Janae, good morning. This is day 5 of this strike that you're talking about, and this is the largest blue-collar workers union in the city, and the effects there are intensifying. Over 9,000 of Philadelphia's critical workers, think sanitation workers, 911 dispatchers, and members of the water department, walked off the job Tuesday at 12:01, demanding better pay and working conditions. 4th of July celebrations did move forward there, but the largest Independence Day parade in the nation, losing some of its headlining performers. LL Cool J, as you said, standing with those workers, backing out of his performance. He said on social media, quote, "There's absolutely no way that I could perform across a picket line and pick up money when I know that people out there are fighting for a living wage." R&B singer and Philly native Jasmine Sullivan soon following suit there. The union, known as DC 33, praising those cancellations as, quote, "amazing news" as they try to force this.
Call in the National Guard. It's a state of emergency. They gonna have to do something quick because people ain't gonna be able to live like that for much longer. Trash piling up. Police ain't, you dial 911, they ain't picking up. That trash gotta go somewhere. People driving into other neighborhoods and pulling off, just leaving their trash in the middle of parking lots, and you can't even find nowhere to park because there's trash all over the place. Trashy ass Philadelphia. Filthy-delphia. I ain't never want to go to Philadelphia. I've been a couple of times. Them cheese whiz cheesesteaks really ain't nothing to brag about. It ain't like it's real cheese. It ain't even Kraft cheese. It's canned cheese whiz. All on the sandwich. If they like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be from somewhere to have an acquired taste for something like that. They nasty. That's all I can say about it, you know. It's a grimy place to live. It been grimy before the trash and everything. So, it's a dusty town. And unfortunately, my brother Gillie, the kid, got chased up out of there. Not by some goons, not by some thugs. And when I say rats, I ain't talking about a bunch of snitches. Tekashi 6ix9ine and his boys, they ain't the ones that ran him up out of there. It was some real live rats when he tried to protest. You worried about them thugs taking over the block and them D-boys setting up shop. You got real life rats out there setting up shop. They done took over the turf. They set tripping out there. And they run the block, literally. And people gonna have to get the hell out of Philadelphia. But you know, the craziest part about it is this can happen anywhere. It's set off in Philly, but people demanding higher wages because the price of living is just too high. People can't afford to do their job and then go home and work. They ain't gonna have a home to go to because they can't afford to live nowhere. Especially somebody picking up trash and they can't even buy a sandwich with their dirty ass hand. People picking up the phone for 911 dispatch. The police ain't even getting paid enough to support their own families, but they got to show up to your house to try to sort out whatever you got going on. That's why they be so mad like that. Just imagine if the police was balling. They'll pull up, they got candy for the kids. What y'all fussing about? They put the cuffs on you, talk about sports, down to the station. It wouldn't be no need. If I was a police officer, everybody going to jail. I don't give a damn who innocent, who get y'all ass in the cop car, because I ain't got time to be playing with nobody. But like I said, it's only going to get worse. Y'all could point the finger and laugh at Philly. I don't know where y'all live at, but it's coming your way soon. Look, LL Cool J backed out. He don't want the dirty money. Jasmine Sullivan, she from Philly. She ain't condoning it. How far is this going to go?
A living wage. R&B singer and Philly native Jasmine Sullivan soon following suit there. The union, known as DC33, praising those cancellations as, quote, amazing news as they try to force this deal here. Another big problem, though, is the trash. Garbage is piling up on the streets as negotiations hit a standstill. There's been no word on when those negotiations might resume since they ended on Wednesday without a deal. The union most recently proposing a 5% wage increase per year for the next 3 years, according to our Philadelphia station WPDI. The city countering, proposing essentially 2% per
Wait. When the strike is over, who gonna get out there and pick up all that damn trash? You gonna have to throw in a bonus just for them to go out and do that. I know I ain't going out there grabbing that shit. It's gonna have to be a collaborative effort in order to get all that trash off the street. It ain't gonna happen in a day. Everybody gonna have to chip in. They might fine people for having trash in front of their house. They better get some gasoline and burn that shit. Them dookie diapers ain't gonna distinguish in that fire. It's gonna be combustions. Ain't no telling what they got in that trash, man. Syringes, you go to pick up that trash, you get poked by needles and stuff. I ain't doing it. They might as well just throw the whole city away, man. We ain't nothing to miss anyway. Just take Philadelphia and throw it in the trash. But you know, them people that been in Philadelphia for a long time, they love talking about the good old days before the black people moved into their neighborhoods. Oh, Philly was such a great place. Oh, we had such a great time. Oh, Tony's Pizza Shop had the best pizza in the world. Oh, Philadelphia. Oh. They don't want to talk about when the black folks moved in. And this may be another way for them to gentrify the city of Philadelphia. Y'all know how they did with New Orleans. Allegedly, they bought the flood in, the whole Gulf of Mexico up in there, just to wipe people out. This trash might just white people out. People, I can't stand it no more. I can't be living in all this junk. I'm going to get but please don't bring y'all ass to Atlanta, man. And I know that's what they going to do. They going to wake up, look around like, I think it's time to bounce. And the number one destination that every Negro in America want to do or go to is Atlanta, Georgia. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I ain't a native, but I've been here long enough to know that it ain't no more room, man. And I think they need to make more qualifications for people to come to Georgia, because people could literally just up and move, get their driver's license, whatever, find a place, and you ought to be able to pass a test or something, actually have something lined up for yourself, have a good reason, have a situation, everything, and contribute to the city, man. People will pack up and move to Atlanta and don't even have a plan. Ain't even got no job. Oh, I'm going to stay with my cousin now till I figure it out. Or my auntie Liz, she said I could come down, and when I get a job, I'm going to get my own place. It's too much. And the last thing we need is some people from Philadelphia all over the place. Now, shout out to my people in Philly. I love y'all to death. Philadelphia is a don't start none, be none city, just like Chicago and all of the other roughneck cities in America, man. Some good people in Philadelphia. Don't get it twisted. Don't start none, won't be none. But them niggas talk too much, man. People in Philadelphia just pick on your ass for no reason. They'll find something funny and won't let it go. Everybody a motherfucking comedian in Philadelphia. That's why they need to stay there. Hey, we gonna figure out how this thing gonna go. Y'all need to see this, man.
Breaking news out of South Philadelphia, that is where a mass shooting broke out early. We're starting with breaking news out of South Philadelphia. That is where a mass shooting broke out early this morning on 11th Street. Ellen Kaloje is live now at the scene. Ellen, what do we know?
Yeah, good morning, Greg. Good morning, everyone. 11 people shot out here in South Philly. Police say possibly 12, and police are trying to figure out exactly what happened out here at this bar restaurant that was not supposed to be opened so late on the 4th of July. Let's take a look at some video from earlier today. Now, police say they got the call about a shooting just before 4 o'clock this morning here on the 1100 block of South 11th Street at a place called 7 Elements. Now, when police arrived at the scene, they say they found 3 people with gunshot wounds. Those 3 were immediately taken to local hospitals. 2 remain in critical condition. A security guard who was shot in the face and a woman shot in the back. 8 more people then checked themselves into area hospitals, and there may be another person shot as well. Inspector D.F. Pace says the door of the bar was closed when police arrived, and they had to break it down. It was a chaotic scene with many shell casings scattered everywhere.
There are shell casings that were found just outside of the bar, also on the upper balcony, and there were some shell casings also on the staircase as well, and also on the parking lot below.
Now, the police say they have no motive. They say people were running around, they were just running everywhere in all directions when they arrived. They say they have no motive, no suspects, and they say they're not sure if they're looking for one shooter or more than one, but they're combing through a lot of evidence out here. They say inside there's money, there are IDs, and that they're going through surveillance video, and that they could be here for quite a while. Greg, back to you.
Yeah, such a tragedy. Hate to hear that. All right, thank you, Ellen.
Would it be a bad idea if you use our credit card to...
Man, that's beyond crazy right there. That you got people shooting up each other and people don't know the reason for these crimes, man. They just out there killing. And like I said earlier, we don't need none of that nowhere else. Let people in Philadelphia, from Philly, stay in Philly and let them figure it out together. Now, we got to support the people in Philly the same way we got to support the people that been going through it in Flint, Michigan and stuff. But everybody got to hold their own nuts. You can't just up and leave your city. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the junkyard is where I spent most of my days. They just gonna have to stay there. Ain't no moving to Bel Air. Ain't no Uncle Phil. Ain't no Cousin Carlton. Ain't no Ashley. It ain't no Aunt Vivian. No Hillary. They got to figure it out on their own. Matter of fact, let me know where y'all at. What city y'all live in? What town y'all live in? Do y'all want people from Philadelphia coming to where y'all at? Moving in next door? What up, boy? Oh, I see you got the new J's on, boy. Soon as you leave the house, them niggas peeking all in your window and all that. Like, first of all, I'm from Philadelphia. I ain't never peeking a nigga window when he was home. That's where you got me for. We are good, hard-working model citizen robbers in Philadelphia, man. But like I said, you know, I want to see everybody win because people deserve clean living, a healthy environment, and everything. But if you would eat a nasty-ass cheese steak, then you most likely willing to live in some harsh conditions. Because them sandwiches ain't never did nothing good for nobody. I'm trying to think of what came out of Philly that people benefited from. Damn, I can't really think of what came out of Philly besides Jill Scott finding that people could really benefit from. And now is not the time to be talking bad about people. See, I'm over here trying to change the logo and the thumbnail and stuff because my ass can't spell. I said Philly in the dirtiest city in America. It kind of makes sense, but it don't. Philly is the dirtiest city. Y'all hit that Cash App. I'm over here sweating like a nigga on crack. Y'all talking about I might be on crack. Well, whatever. You watching the video. Birds of a feather. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get back into this. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. Rachel, pull that up. Y'all need to see this. I got some strong J for y'all. Look at this.
To smell. Many streets. The city is starting to smell. Many streets are lined with piles and piles of trash, some so big they're taller than people. Let's go to our Dan Snyder. Dan, that is a massive pile of trash. We can't even see you with all of this in our camera.
Yeah, Aziza, I'm here. I promise. I'm actually downwind of the trash, maybe the worst place you could possibly be. But just wanted to give you a visual representation of how high the trash has piled up here at Princeton and Hawthorne in Mayfair. This has accumulated.
This nigga need to be doing an auction or something like that. I ain't catching nothing. He trying to hurry up and say what he got to say to get away from that funky ass trash. He trying to hurry up and read that script and go back to wherever the hell he live at. Look, they still got the olden day projects. They ain't tear that shit down. That's where they messed up, man. They need to do some more gentrification in Philly. They got shotgun houses in Philadelphia still. They need to do something about that.
Yeah, Aziza, I'm here. I promise. I'm actually downwind of the trash, maybe the worst place you could possibly be. But just wanted to give you a visual representation of how high the trash has piled up here at Princeton and Hawthorne in Mayfair. This has accumulated throughout the day, going up and up and up. Now, I can tell you, within the last hour, a Philly Police Department officer and a member of the Streets Department has actually come out here. They're directing people away from...
Damn, too bad his rap career didn't work out. Shit, they wanted Busy Bone to be the lightest member in the group. He was just assed out. He's still flipping them bars. He know how to hold the mic and everything, man. He would have been better than Eminem if things would have worked out differently. Hold on.
Department officer and a member of the Streets Department has actually come out here. They're directing people away from here, telling them to go to State Road in Ashburn. That's one of the convenience centers, so nobody else can continue to build this up as they look for ways to get it cleaned up. And, you know, we can bring you the visuals. We can show you how high this has come up. What we can't bring you is the smell. We'll let the people who are here do that for you.
The stench is unbelievable.
It wasn't nice in the car because of the smell, but it's not fun.
Trash continues to pile up and up and up at the corner of Princeton and Hawthorne in Mayfair. Most people who stopped by today abandoned the dumpster or were unwilling to navigate their way around the heaping mounds of garbage to get there.
No, actually it's grown. In like the past couple of days, it's grown so much.
It's just going to keep piling up, piling up. We're going to have rats here tonight like this.
Patrick Glynn lives down the road from the drop site.
This is what you see, and it's going to get worse and worse.
And Frank Copley lives across the street.
It's frustrating what they're doing to the city.
The two men say one of their biggest frustrations as they watch this trash pile up, seeing people dump seemingly anything and everything.
And people are leaving furniture.
See, that's just human nature right there, man. They ain't got to do it like that. They want to do it like that. They driving there just to add on to the pile. They don't even got to take the trash. They trying to find some trash just to take over there. Them motherfuckers bored, man. And poor Gillie the kid, trying to do something. They call him Filthy the kid, trying to do something for his city. They pulling up like they going to the amusement park so they can go back and tell their friends that they dropped some trash off on 33rd Street. They don't even live in the neighborhood. Like misery loves company. Like, my life fucked up. I want to see everybody. We all can join in on the misery. It's disgusting, man. It got me over here about to gag and throw up. Y'all let me know. Do y'all got family in Philly? Do y'all know people from Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, period? Those some rough people, man. You gotta watch your pocketbook, your wallet. You gotta watch your shit when you're around people from environments like that. Cause it get rough, and it's only gonna get rougher. You figure we in 2025 that they would have it set up to where we don't even need trash men like that. Put them bots out there. And what the trash men doing is really robotic. They pull up, and plus, I see the trucks where nobody even have to get out. They pull up real close, the machine come down, grab the can, dump it, and they on to the next house. Why won't they just pay these people, man? That's what I don't understand. It be multi-billion-dollar corporations. They bringing in billions of dollars annually and don't want to pay their workers. That's because they trying to hold off into this AI shit. With this strike happening, this is the perfect time for Tesla to come in and clean all this stuff up. And people gonna witness the power of artificial intelligence. Robot be like, get that shit, get that shit, get that shit. It'd be a massive robot with a whip beating them other robots. Get that shit and get that shit. They pick up, it'd be AI robots with Latin accents. Like, damn, why the hell they listening to soca music? Where that soca music coming from, man? They listening to Marachi music coming out their speakers and shit while they picking all that stuff up. That's what's gonna happen. Like, did that? Let me quit talking about this, because you speak this type of stuff into reality, but some got to get. It ain't a human being that's willing to do it, and they like, shit, y'all don't want to work. This the perfect excuse to give people the boot. Them 911 operators, they really ain't doing nothing special. I'll be wondering if they a robot when you call there. Like, is this a human being or what? Because they reading from a script. They could easily get AI to do that. 911, how may I help you? You go through the props and they, shit. And 9 times out of 10, when you call the police, all you really want them to do is send somebody out. You really ain't nothing to explain. Just send somebody out this motherfucker, man. If you in danger, press 1. If you in distress, press 2. Press 1, 2, 3. And they should have the GPS and everything, your location. Just send somebody out. It be people wind up getting killed, messing around with the 911 operator, asking all them questions. This nigga done kicked in the door and put a knife in your head. And they still asking questions. Hey, we gotta wait and see how this gonna go, man. Look at this.
Furniture, beds, TVs. To get there.
No.
Most people who stop by today abandoned the dumpster or were unwilling to navigate their way around the heaping mounds of garbage to get there.
No, actually it's grown. In like the past couple of days, it's grown so much.
It's just going to keep piling up, piling up. We're going to have rats here tonight like this.
Patrick Glynn lives down the road from the drop site.
This is what you see, and it's going to get worse and worse.
And Frank Copley lives across the street.
It's frustrating what they're doing to the city.
The two men say one of their biggest frustrations as they watch this trash pile up, seeing people dump seemingly anything and everything.
And people are leaving furniture, beds, TVs.
They're just coming here and dumping contractors.
See, that's that bullshit. Usually you gotta call a company to come get that stuff. You just can't throw that in the regular trash. It's people that been hoarding stuff for years, don't want to pay the junk man to come get it. Now they got the opportunity to just dump it all in the street. That's nasty, man. And terrible. They shouldn't even be doing stuff like that. But they figure, hell, it's the Wild Wild West. We can get rid of all this junk tonight. I'm telling y'all, it's people that don't even live in the city coming for the opportunity to rid their goods for free. and they'll drive off and go back home and won't give a damn. They probably driving in from out of town to get rid of all their trash and don't have to pay for it. Man, look, depending on how much trash you got, it could run you $1,000 or more. You fill up that damn truck with that trash, that's gonna run you a stack. Especially depending on what city you live in. In Philly, it might run you $2,000 to get rid of all your trash. Now they got the opportunity to do it for free.
I've seen people doing lawn, landscape and stuff thrown out here. I've seen the whole 9 yards.
Neighbors also pointed out that this city drop-off site sits about 50 yards from Mayfair Elementary, a school that is still hosting kids in summer programs. People in the area questioned the placement of the dumpster here.
They got 2 football fields, parking lot. Why did they have to put it in the middle of the sidewalk?
A spokesperson for the school district says they cannot comment on city drop-off sites during this strike. We have reached out to the city for comment on this particular site. We are still waiting to hear back. Live in Mayfair, Dan Snyder, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Dan. We'll stay with CBS Philadelphia for continuing coverage of the city workers' strike. We have the latest on negotiations as well as locations where you can drop off your trash.
They need to hurry up and figure this stuff out. They need to figure it out now. And I do apologize for all the things I said about the people of Philadelphia, because it ain't y'all fault. It ain't y'all fault, man. They talking about the city of brotherly love. My brother Gillie, the kid, tried to make a difference and give y'all $1 million worth of game. Now y'all got $1 million worth of trash. Oh, man. Something got to give. I'm praying for the city of Philadelphia, y'all. Oh, my goodness.
Strike in Philadelphia significantly impacting essential services. The city and union workers are back to that ongoing strike in Philadelphia, significantly impacting essential services. The city and union workers are back at the negotiating table. ABC's Olivia Rubin joins us with the sticking points for both sides.
What the fuck they talking so fast? Oh, Reggie, man, slow that down, man. Sounding like they a part of the 3-6 Mafia or something. Run that back.
To that ongoing strike in Philadelphia, significantly impacting essential services. The city and union workers are back at the negotiating table. ABC's Olivia Rubin joins us with the sticking points for both sides. Good morning, Olivia.
Morning, Stephanie. This strike has now stretched into its 6th day. Day 6, that's a long time. And despite these ongoing negotiations, there still doesn't seem to be any progress on a deal.
This morning, trash continuing to pile up on the streets of Philadelphia as negotiations between the city and its largest blue-collar workers union remain deadlocked.
Everybody is upset, and everybody's dumping their trash here.
Both sides heading back to the negotiating table this weekend for the first time in days, but still no new agreement to end that strike. Workers taking to the streets once again. That union, known as AFS-CME District Council 33, representing over 9,000 workers, including some of the city's most critical, including trash collectors and 911 dispatchers. Now, some of those essential employees have been off the job for nearly a week after walking off on Tuesday at 12:01 a.m., calling for better wages. Shut it down! There's no indication on how close the sides are. In negotiations earlier this week, the union seeking a 5% pay increase each of the next 3 years.
Our place right now is 555 over the course of 3 years.
The city's mayor, Sherelle Parker, saying she's offered more than a 13% pay increase over her 4-year term, calling it, quote, historic, but also warning there is a limit to how far she will go.
I will not put the fiscal stability of the city of Philadelphia in jeopardy for no one.
But pressure on the city.
She hood like a motherfucker. Oh, man. Why they want to do that when she get in office? She doing the best she can. She done already gave them a little something. They want more. Bring in the droids, bring in them robots, bring in them damn them drones to swoop down and pick that trash up. They're going to have to. Before they pay people, they're going to invest in the tech to come get it. A street sweeper come out there, that motherfucker, it be a burning truck. It's scorching hot. They throw that trash in there, turn it into lava. They going to figure it out. Because, so what, they get on $5 extra. That ain't gonna go to taxes. What they want? What they trying to see? How they gonna work this out, man? You a 911 dispatcher. Shit, let the robot do it. People picking up trash. Shit, you a trash man. Whatever happened to people taking pride in their job? I remember back in the day, them trash men fucking eat that damn trash. Be digging all in that trash, looking for gold. They bringing home old VCRs, fixing them up, pawning them. We live in a different time, man. But I know I'm talking shit. But the truth is, they do need to, either they gonna increase the wages or they gonna lower the price of living. Take rent back down to $500. Matter of fact, $400 for a 2-bedroom and $500, $600 for a house for the rent. And see how people feel about that. And keep the pay the same way it is now. And bring them Dorito chips back down to 50 cents a bag. Shit, they probably don't even do the quarter water no more. The quarter water probably $1 now. Matter of fact, the next time I'm in the hood and I go to one of them gas stations, I'm gonna see how much them quarter waters cost. He'd probably be like $1.50, like $2.25 for a quarter water. Matter of fact, let me look this up. I do apologize. Quarter water gas station price. I know a lot of y'all out there interested to see how much it costs now too. Get the fuck out of here. Oh no, they talking about gas. How much that damn quarter water costs? Let me see, cause I know it ain't no damn quarter. Hold on. How much do it? No, I'm talking about the little juice. Okay, I'm gonna say Lil Hug juice. How much it costs from Lil Hug at the gas station? Damn, I guess you can't Google any and everything you want to know, because I damn sure want to know. Lil Hug, the 8-ounce drink at Winn-Dixie. Man, I ain't verifying those. Man, they better come on with it. Get this shit out of here. $6 for a pack of 20. That's like 75 cents a piece. What the hell? They used to be a quarter. Oh, man. They don't jack the price up. Hold on. You can get a Hugs juice barrel delivery or pickup near me. It ain't that damn deep. At Sam's Club. How much that cost? For 48 of them shits? Shit, I'm about to go up there tomorrow. That look good. Don't that look good? Put that motherfucker in the back of the refrigerator. Reach back there and get one of them quarter waters. Oh, that's going to bring back so many memories. Remember the green one and the red? Oh, man, that was them ghetto days. Shit, I know it's a bunch of them in that trash in Philadelphia, too. Little look like grenades and shit. Remember that? 5 calories. They got 1 gram of sugar per bottle. Gluten-free, fat-free. Shit, this better than Slim Fast. About to get up on it. My mouth watering. I've been sounding dry ever since I started talking about these damn. We gonna get back to the Philly news. But they got them at Walmart. Hold on. $3? Oh, for a 20-pack? $3 for 20? Oh, my refrigerator about to be full. Shit, I got a birthday coming up anyway. I need to restore my youth. But that's Negro here, no there. Okay, let's get back into this Philadelphia news. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, we went through that. Okay, let's grab some more of this Philly news. Then we about to keep it moving. They still on strike. Matter of fact, let me see what they talking about right here real quick.
Tonight, the global economy braces for what comes next, as President Trump says countries that don't make trade deals by this Wednesday, July 9th, will now pay skyrocketing tariffs starting August 1st.
I think we'll have most countries done by July 9th, yeah. Either a letter or a deal.
This morning, the Treasury Secretary warning that those take it or leave it offers will come at steep prices.
You will boomerang back to your April 2nd tariff level. So I think we're going to see a lot of deals very quickly.
Back in April at the White House, the president laying out a series of increase in tariffs on dozens of countries. 30% for South Africa, 24% for Japan, 20% for the European Union. The president...
Oh, goddamn, why he do South Africa like that? What they ever done to nobody? Damn, they hit South Africa the hardest. And the European Union get the least amount. Hold on, turn all that shit off. Tariff increases announced in April. South Africa, Japan. Damn, they got it out. Ain't that where Elon Musk from? Listen, y'all, listen.
In Union. The president then pausing most of those rates for negotiations. So far, the U.S. has only announced frameworks of deals with a few countries, including the UK, Vietnam, and China. A White House economic advisor saying this.
It's important that countries line up to make concessions to get those deals to convince the president that they should get lower tariff rates.
Meanwhile, as President Trump and Republicans continue to celebrate the passage of the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, Elon Musk, once a close Trump ally, announcing the formation of a new political party after lashing out at the massive bill for adding too much to the national debt. Moments ago, the president responding.
I think it's ridiculous to start a third party. We have a tremendous success with the Republican Party, so he can have fun with it.
Yamiche Alcindor, NBC News.
Dang, he said he could have fun with it. Like, hey, rock out, do your thing. You know, you about to start your own political party, then hell. Damn, man, Philadelphia might not get no relief. Because they too busy worried about other stuff. Y'all got to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I know I said a lot of stuff in the name of comedy about Philly and Gillie running from rats and all that type of stuff. But, man, I'm really praying for Philadelphia. But then again, people like being from the roughest city. You know, that name hold a lot of weight. Garbage weight. Like, I'm from Philadelphia. You hear that shit now, you be like, man, I ain't fucking with this nigga. That's worse than being from Chicago or something like that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. So much love for Philadelphia and all the other cities out there. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel too, and hit that Cash App, $ Sean Blaze Dots. I need it too. You know, I'm going through it. Matter of fact, I'm from Philadelphia, man. I need that Cash App right now. And one more thing before I go. Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk, baby girl.